Dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. My name is Manoj Saimwal and I am working as an assistant professor at University Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, Punjab University, Chandigarh. I would be taking the module on rum under the paper Food and Beverage Service. After completing this module, the students will be able to define rum. They will be able to describe the different steps involved in production of rum. They can explain the different types of rum and identify the features of popular rum. They'll know about the brands of rum. Dear learners, now let's discuss rum in detail. Rum is an alcoholic beverage produced by the fermentation and distillation of molasses, which is a byproduct of sugarcane industry, and sometimes it is produced straight from the sugarcane juice. After distillation, rum is aged in oak cask for maturation. It is produced in almost all the countries which are known for the cultivation of sugarcane. The bulk of rum production takes place in Caribbean and Latin American countries. However, countries like India, Scotland, Australia, Fiji, South Africa and the United States of America, Canada, etc. are some noted manufacturers of rum. Various styles of rum is produced, like white rum is generally used in making of cocktails, and golden and dark rum is best suited for enjoying straight or with lots of ice. It can also be used in cooking or consumed with mixers. It is distilled at less than 95% alcohol by volume, and when bottled it should not be less than 40% alcohol by volume. The first rum was distilled in the Caribbean countries in the 17th century. The British brought slaves from Africa for cultivating sugarcane plantation in the Caribbean islands. During the year 1647, the slaves are said to have distilled a very crude form of rum in sugarcane fields in the small pot still. The spirit produced by them was harsh and unaged. It was very popular among the British Navy and the English pirates. It was known as rum bouillon, which means kill devil. In those days, it was given to the sailors by the British Navy for keeping the body warm and as a remedy for scurvy. Admiral Vernon, who was also known as Old Grog, recognizes that drinking too much of rum is hampering the working effectiveness of his crew. So, in 1740, he ordered that rum should be diluted and water and then given to the crew. Today, the word grog in the beverage service denotes rum with water. Rum is a must-have item on the beverage list of any bar. It makes an excellent foundation for many renowned cocktails. It is widely used in many culinary preparations and flambeing. Now, students will discuss the production of rums. There are a lot of steps that are involved in the production of rum. The first step involves the dilution of molasses, which is a byproduct obtained during the manufacturing of sugar, the liquid which has sufficient sugar content for producing rum. The liquid obtained by dilution of molasses is then subjected to fermentation naturally with the help from the yeast present in the air, or a measured quantity of cultured yeast or the yeast rich foam from the previous fermentation, also called as dunder, is added, which is completely dependent on the type of rum being produced. Now the other step, the distiller can choose whether he wants to induce faster fermentation, which ends for less than 2 days, or he can go for a slow fermentation which lasts for about 2 weeks. The fermented liquid, or we can call it wort, obtained from the faster fermentation is considered suitable for making white and lighter rums such as Bacardi, and the wort produced from the slow fermentation is ideal for producing dark rum such as Myers from Jamaica because spirit obtained from slow fermentation have more congeners and esters, etc., which makes rum full-bodied and pungent in taste. The esters are formed due to the reaction of alcohol with acids and it imparts that distinct aroma to dark rums. The fermentation process converts the liquid into an alcoholic wash of about 7% alcoholic strength, which is further subjected to distillation in either column still or pot still. The spirit obtained from the patent still is much clearer, white and lighter in taste, and the rum produced from the pot still contains more congeners in it, which makes the resulting rum very strong in aroma and body. For producing the light rum, the resulting spirit after distillation is aged for a period of 1 year in stainless steel tank or wax lined oak barrels to avoid the coloring from wood. For producing the gold rum, the spirit is matured in charred oak barrels for a period of 3 years and a little quantity of caramel is added in order to achieve the gold rum. Now, for producing dark rum, the spirit is matured in oak barrels so that it gets the color from the wood, and a good amount of caramel is also added in order to make it dark. Although the aging period, the strength of alcohol is about 75 to 80%, but the temperature of the rum producing countries is always high due to hot climate, which leads to higher evaporation rate of spirit, about 50% per annum in Caribbean islands. So, in the Caribbean islands, they send rum to Scotland for maturation as the climate is much favorable and the evaporation rate is very less at about 3% per year. Now, in the other step, rum is blended to accomplish the desired consistency in color, aroma and body for a particular brand. The blend may consist of the different types of rum, white, gold, dark, etc. Lamb's Navy and Captain's Morgan contains about 1/3 of rum obtained from the pot still. Now, the alcoholic strength of the rum is brought down to 40% by addition of distilled water before bottling. So that was all about the production. Now we'll move to the other section, that is categories of rum. The first category of rum is white and light rum. These are also called as silver or white. It makes an exceptional base for many cocktails and seldom drunk straight. White rum is made flavorless and colorless, and though nowadays they are produced all over the world, but the most of light rum comes from Puerto Rico. Now the other category is gold rum. These are medium bodied and aged for 3 years in charred oak barrels. They are regarded midway between white rum and dark rum, as they are more flavorful and strong tasting than white rums. Now the other category is dark rums. These rums are darker than the gold rum and have a strong and pungent taste. Dark rum is aged for a much longer duration than gold rum, for a period of about 6 years in heavily charred oak barrels, to let the rum absorb the wood color. Caramel and leftover molasses is also added to impart flavor and color to these rums. Rum is also used in many culinary preparations, particularly in cakes, sweets and flambeing of the fruits. Jamaica, Haiti is known for producing some best dark rums. Now the other category is spiced rum. These rums are produced by adding the spices such as cinnamon, rosemary, pepper, etc. to mostly the cheap quality white rums. A liberal quantity of caramel is also added in order to give the dark color. Now the other category is flavored rum. The flavored rum are produced by the combining fruit flavor in the rum, mostly used for making cocktails based on similar themes, and can also be drunk with ice. Orange, lime, apricot, coconut, plums, banana are some common flavors used in making of these rums. Now we have other category of rum, that is overproof rum. These types of rum are bottled at a high proof compared to the standard 40% alcohol by volume, which makes them ideal for flambeing. However, these rums can also be taken with the additions. Now we have the other category, that is premium rums. These are premium quality rums and the most expensive, produced by the blending of the select old brands. These are much esteemed for the producer. They are aged for a period of 20 years or above, which makes them acquire more flavor and body compared to the regular brands and also make them worthy to be consumed straight. Now we'll move to the other section, that is characteristics of popular rum. Now first of all we'll learn about the Puerto Rican rums. Puerto Rico is known as the rum capital of the world, famous for producing the world's most superior quality white rums. About 80% of rum consumed in United States is imported from Puerto Rico. What makes rums from Puerto Rico stands out from the others is the strict regulation it adheres to during the production process. The rum is produced from the fermentation of molasses and the mash from the earlier fermentation together in a large tank. The alcoholic wash, which is acquired from the fermentation process, contains about 7% alcohol by volume, which is further subjected to the distillation process in patent still. The resultant spirit is matured in uncharred oak cask. The following style of rum are produced in Puerto Rico depending on the maturation period. The first category which was produced in Puerto Rico is white rums. They are very light bodied and flavorless rum which are produced from the maturation for a period of 1 year. Now the other category which is produced in Puerto Rico is gold rum, aged for a time of 3 years, and the color is imparted by adding caramel. Now the third category, that is liquor rum. These rums are aged for a period of 6 years and more. Now we'll move to Jamaican rums. During the production of Jamaican rum, the molasses is first diluted with water and then left for the wild yeast present in the air to act on the liquid and start the fermentation process. Now, after the fermentation process, the resultant liquid is then distilled in the copper still 2 times at 140 to 160 degree proof. The spirit is then transferred to oak cask to mature for a period of 5 years. The dark color in Jamaican rum is achieved with the addition of caramel. The Jamaican rum is sent to United Kingdom for maturing process because the climate in Jamaica is quite hot, as we have already discussed, and the spirit is lost due to heavy evaporation. The rum is full-bodied and pungent in taste. Finally, it is bottled at about 80 to 87 degree proof. Now we will move on to the next category, that is Martinique rum. The Martinique rum is produced by the fermentation of concentrated sugarcane juice. The dark color in the Martinique rum is credited to the wood barrels it is aged. The Martinique rum is the only rum which has its own AOC, that is Appellation d'Origine Contrôlée. The rum is bottled at 80 proof. Haiti is also known for producing rum in similar manner. Now the other category, Demerara rum. Demerara rum is a type of rum produced in Guyana along the river Demerara. There were many distilleries in Guyana during 1700s because of the several sugar plantation, but soon it started declining. Now there is only one and they are bottled in El Dorado range. The rum is distilled in copper still and matured in wood. It is bottled at 80, 86 and 151 proof. It is known as traditional drink for grog and zombie. The Demerara rum has earthy and smoky bouquet. Such characteristics in rum are not found anywhere in the world. Much credit for this goes to the climate near the Demerara river, The high level of humidity and the tropical temperature increases the maturation process and imparts a very distinct flavor to the rum. Now the next category, that is cachaça. It is a very famous Brazilian spirit produced from the distillation of the sugarcane juice in a pot still. It is utilized as a very good base for some famous tropical cocktails such as caipirinha. It is bottled at about 38% to 54% alcohol by volume. It is allowed to add up to 6 grams of sugar per liter, which imparts the sweet taste to the beverage. It comes in two styles, unaged, which is white or silver, and the aged one, which is darker. The unaged cachaça is bottled immediately after the distillation and seldom used for straight drinking, but mostly used for the preparation of some excellent tropical cocktails. The aged or the dark cachaça is aged in oak barrels for a period of 3 years, while some ultra premium brands of cachaça is matured for about 15 years. Those can be enjoyed straight. Now the other category is Batavia Arak. It is a type of rum produced in the Java, Indonesia. During the fermentation of the Batavia Arak, a local fermented rice cake is added to the molasses. It adopts the ancient pot still method used by the Chinese for distilling the drink. It is the making process which sets this beverage apart from the other similar drinks. The primary aging of Batavia Arak is done in Java, after which it is sent to Holland for further aging up to 6 years, after which it is blended and bottled. Now the last category of rum is Indian rum. The first rum was distilled in India during 1855 by the British at a hill station in Kasauli, Himachal Pradesh. The company nowadays is known to the world as Mohan Meakin Limited, the producer of an iconic brand known as Old Monk since 1954, a dark rum produced from the molasses, distilled and aged for a period of 7 years. Now we'll discuss the brand names of rums. Now first category is dark rums. First one is Rum Bourbon Court, that is from Haiti. Then we have Captain Morgan from Puerto Rico. Then Myers from Jamaica. Appleton Estate from Jamaica. Then we have Ron del Barrilito from Jamaica. El Dorado from Guyana. Lamb's Navy Rum from Jamaica. And Mount Gay from Barbados. Now we'll move to the other category, that is white rums. The first one is Bacardi and the country of origin is Puerto Rico. Then Don Q from Puerto Rico, and Ron Rico is a brand from Costa Rica, and the other brand is Ten Cane, that is from Trinidad. Now we'll move to the other section, that is uses of rum. Alongside rum punches, rum also makes an outstanding base for the production of some of the world's most renowned cocktails such as daiquiri and Cuba Libre. They have their own stories of creation from the Caribbean islands. Some of the well-known classical cocktails made from the rum are Mai Tai, Pina Colada, Zombie, Mojito, etc. Rum is also used extensively in making of some liqueurs and syrups such as Falernum and Tia Maria. Rum is also used in many culinary preparations. Rum is used in making of rum cakes and baba or rum, which is a classical dessert. Where rum is used, it is also used in making of fruit flambés. Now we'll move to the next section, that is service of rum. The rum is served in old-fashioned glass if the guest wants to have it straight, and in the Collin glass if he wants to have it with the mixers. Now the service methods. When taking the order, the beverage server should always carry a bar order ticket and a pen with him. The order should always be written on bar order ticket. The server needs to be very attentive toward the guest while taking the order. the brand name, quantity, whether it is small or large, and additions like soda, water, lemonade, coke, etc. clearly written on the bar order ticket. Once the order is taken, it is the responsibility of the server to repeat the order for the confirmation. If in any case the ordered brand is not present in the hotel, then it is server's responsibility to inform the guest respectfully about the same and also recommend the best available alternative. The copy of the bar order ticket to be sent to the bar for the collection of drink. Now, if the guest is sitting on the counter, then the drink needs to be poured directly into the glass by the bartender in full view of the guest and served straight or with lots of ice or with the mixes and placed on a coaster. Now, when the guests want to have it straight, the rum is to be poured in the appropriate glass and over the salver carry coaster, ice bucket and ice to the guest table. Place the coaster on the right hand side of the guest, serve the drink on the coaster, announce the name of the brand, making sure that the hotel logo on the glass is facing the guest. Now, when the guest wants to have his drink on the rocks or with lots of ice, the server should carry short glass filled with rum, ice bucket with ice cubes and ice tongue, coaster and old fashioned glass placed on the salver. Now carry the salver to the guest table and from the right hand side place the coaster on the table first and old fashioned glass to be kept on the coaster. Now bring the ice bucket near to the glass and check for the number of ice cubes preferred by the guest. Put the exact number of the ice cubes in the glass and then pour the rum over the glass while announcing the brand name of the brand ordered. Now, when the guest wants to have his rum with the additions, then on a salver keep short glass filled with rum, mixers like lemonade, coke, water, etc. poured in a decanter, ice bucket with ice cubes and ice tongue, Collins glass and coaster on side. Now carry the salver to the guest table. From the right hand side of the guest, place the coaster on the table first and then keep the Collins glass on the coaster and pour the rum from the short glass into the glass while announcing the name of the brand ordered. Now bring the ice bucket closer to the glass and ask for the number of ice cubes required by the guest. Put exact number of the ice cubes as per the guest has asked. If ice is not required, put the ice bucket back on the salver. Now pour the mixer in the glass and leave remainder of mixer on the table. Now dear students, let's sum up what all we have learned so far. Rum is produced from the molasses, which is a byproduct of sugarcane industry. It can also be produced from the sugarcane juice. During the production, molasses is diluted with water and then subjected to fermentation process. The fermentation process produces an alcoholic wash of about 7% alcohol by volume, which is further sent for distillation in either copper still or column still, depending on the style of rum to be produced. For producing the white or we can say light rums or silver rum, the alcoholic wash is distilled in patent distill, which produces congener free and a very light bodied, colorless and flavorless rum. The pot distilled rum is strong and full bodied because of the congeners present in it. The white rums are regarded ideal for making cocktails. For producing gold rum, the spirit is aged in charred oak barrels for a period of 3 years or by adding caramel to the rum. The dark rum is produced by maturation in the heavily charred wood barrel. A liberal dose of caramel is also added for color and imparting that sweet taste. The rum is blended with the different styles of rum and bottled at no less than 40% alcohol by volume. Some of the rums are bottled at a very high proof, which makes them good for using in the cooking and also for the flambeing. So that was all we have for today. Thank you very much.